Welcome to the Popping Popcorn Podcast, otherwise known as Triple P. We talk about the stuff nobody else talks about. I'm Devin.
I feel like you just spit that all out.
Yeah,
Hi guys, I'm back. I hope you know
Brayden is
who I
back.
am. I'm Brayden. Or am I?
Bum, bum, bum.
Have you seen Us?
Us?
Us.
No.
Well, it's like a creepy horror movie.
Wait, is that the recent one?
That new horror movie.
I've seen trailers of it though.
Where they have it's like doppelgangers almost, clones. I won't spoil it. But it's good.
Okay, well,
it's creepy.
Anyway,
I'm back.
Yeah, Brayden's back. I did a couple episodes alone with my brother.
Yes, he did.
And my soon-to-be sister-in-law. I don't know. They're engaged, but my brother and his girlfriend, fiance, whatever.
Fun. And I was not here.
So, if you haven't checked out those episodes, check them out. They're pretty good. We talk about some pretty deep stuff.
They are, yeah. I know. I'm like, dang it. Now, what are we going to talk about?
Right? Brayden.
Yes, Devin. I am back.
Where have you been?
It feels so good to be
Where
back.
have you been?
I was on a cruise. I was down in the Caribbean.
I remember when I asked you, you were like, yeah, I'm going to be gone. And I was like, where are you going to be gone to? And you're like, I don't know, some tropical place. And I was like, okay.
Well, I didn't know it until I got there. And I'm like, wait, where is this place called? And everyone's like, oh, we're in the Caribbean. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Did you go with like your family and stuff?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I met really awesome people there.
That's cool. Yeah, like I saw your snap. It was either Snapchat or Instagram, but you were like, I've met the best people here.
That was on both of them.
I'll talk about it.
Okay. I don't know what you want to talk about. There was just some really awesome people. There was like this place where like all us teenagers could like hang out, and like the minimum age was like 17, and like
minimum wage?
Age.
Okay.
So or 15. Age was 15.
Okay.
So you couldn't be there if you were under 15, like at all. And then on the original, like when you're signing like the document saying like, oh yeah, no, it's okay to be here and everything. Like when you first get your tickets, in one of like the sub clauses, it says that like anyone over 18 isn't allowed either. So like legally, no adults were in there at all. Like it was only 15, 16, and 17 years old. It was like really fun. We had parties. We were doing karaoke all the time. It was really fun. Yeah, there was like really awesome people.
That sounds great.
I met Lily. She was really cool. She's from Australia.
Whoa.
I know. Like, right? It's like Australia. Like, what?
She was like, did she have an accent and everything?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
And then there was this guy. And he was... he said he was from Australia, and he had like a really strong Australian accent. I can't.
Yeah, that was like more British.
I can't do it.
Remember when you tried to do a German accent?
In class?
Yeah, we can get there in a second, but...
I did, and it turned into like some like...
It kept going into Scottish.
A Scottish accent.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's so bad.
I can't do it. Oh, like I don't even know how you would start. It's like German accent.
No, it was like, yeah, like ich mag mein Hosen. I don't think that's right.
Oh yeah, guten Morgen. You're guten.
Okay.
I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know.
Anyway, so Lily, Australian,
she was Australian. And then a guy, so he had a really strong Australian accent and everything. And at the very end of the cruise, like we were like all exchanging Snapchats and Instagram because like we were like tight by the end of it.
Right.
Anyways, he posted on his story. He's like, hey, I want to apologize to everyone on the cruise for making you think I'm Australian.
No way.
I live in Indiana. And we're like, what the crap? Everyone was like, are you kidding? Like, we were commenting on his post. We were like making fun of him. We're like, you fake Aussie. It was like, he was getting so much hate for that.
He just did it for fun.
Yeah, him and his brother just pretended to have an Australian accent for the whole entire trip.
That's great.
And I'm like, hey, I mean, like, it was a memory. It's a memory.
That's good.
It was
like, if your Australian accent is that good, then...
Right? Well, that's the thing is Lily was even like, oh yeah, no, he's even more Australian than me. And I'm like, okay, like, okay, that's fun. But it was good. I needed a break from like reality and everything.
Oh yeah.
And like the trip was a break. Mm-hmm. It was a good break from everything. Great. You know,
yeah. Spring break was very well needed. It was crazy.
I think for everyone, all my teachers even they needed it.
Oh yeah, even the teachers. There's this one teacher who always looks so tired, and I like feel so bad for her. It's Miss Openshaw. She's a math teacher. It's like she stays up till like 2 a.m. like every night.
She's in like my neighborhood.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah, way. That's why I don't have her as a teacher.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing is just like every time I see her like in the mail or anything, she'll be like, if you need any math homework help, let me know. And so I went to her once and it was really helpful, but like I haven't gone back since. And that was like last year.
She is a math teacher. But yeah, it's like one time my friend got an email from her and it was like, hey, like I won't be able to come to school, or no, it was like I can't. Okay, so my friend Natalie got an email from the teacher.
Okay.
And she was like, you can't take the test tomorrow, because she was gonna take a test tomorrow. She sent that to her at 2 a.m. A teacher emailed the student at 2 a.m. And then she responded at 2 a.m. because she was still awake. But it was like, man, like, why is she staying up till 2 a.m.? She's a teacher. She's gotta get up in like 3 hours.
And that's what teachers do. Teachers do the hard work, and they get paid the
dough, the bread.
No, they don't.
They really don't. Not in Utah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I heard. Well, I know for a fact Lyons is leaving.
Oh yeah.
I'm so
Friday.
excited.
Woo!
Is it Friday?
I think so.
All I know is like it's coming up fast, and I'm counting down the hours.
Honestly, everybody is. Literally everybody. Even Gavin. He was like.
He used to like her, didn't he?
No.
Really?
I don't think so. But when I asked him, he's like, yeah, like I hate Lyons. Like everybody hates Lyons. Apparently, Maury hates her too.
Yeah. Why do you think she's not in the classroom half the time now?
Right.
Yeah, it's because she doesn't teach you, like.
She really doesn't.
Here's the thing. Here's a story. So she's like, okay, let's do some method acting, and we're like, okay. And you're probably most familiar with like method acting of like when you like pretend to be insane for a month in a hotel and then go play the Joker.
Yeah.
You all know what I'm talking about, hopefully.
Sure.
Or like where it's like you take on that character. And so her idea of method acting is us doing the human knot. Remember that? When like we all just got in a circle and grabbed each other's hands and then we had to untangle ourselves. She goes, that was method acting.
I didn't do that one.
You didn't?
I don't think I was there.
That was her.
But I hate how
method acting.
How one time she was like, all right, like, smell this, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we smelt it. She's like, that's how you would act smelling it. It's like, what do you mean? Like, literally, like, she made us experience touch and like all the 5 senses so that we could act them better.
Oh yeah.
I think I know what it's like to touch something. I think I can act me touching something.
Our project was the best.
It really was.
Let's be real here.
Didn't make sense. And you gave me like an 8. Why didn't you give me a 10?
I gave you an 8?
You gave me like a 7 or something.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You gave me a low score, and I was like, Brayden, why?
I did not. I gave you like a 9.
Okay, because I think I gave you a 10.
I could have sworn I gave you like a 9.
I don't remember. But I don't know. But it was really good. What we did.
Ours was the best. The project was we had to create like a sensory thing where like it involves people using their senses. And that was it. That was the project. It was just a 3-minute thing of people using your senses.
Use the 5 sentences.
5 sentences as an essay.
5 senses and do some type of thing with it, right? So me and Brayd, we talked about it. We had a good time. We definitely had the best one.
Right. It's like I think the
like
only
not to be
other
cocky,
one...
but it's like the only other one was probably like the
Chelsea's?
improv one. What was Chelsea?
The improv one? The improv one was them eating the mint.
You're right. Yeah.
The Chelsea's with the water and Brenna. We were all laying down.
Right.
And they had the water mixed over you.
Theirs was good too.
I think that was like second.
Right. Anyway, so ours, we turned off all the lights. I was like, if everybody has a phone and a flashlight, like turn it on.
Let's turn that on.
And put it on the floor.
That's your sight sense.
Right. So you got the flashlight, put it on the floor. So it was like a ton of flashlights everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like...
you follow the beat and we were like snapping.
Yeah, and
so
it was like Brayden was like, all right, we're going to make a rainstorm, right? So it was like, everybody started snapping.
So you hear it and you feel it.
Yeah, and then there was like, bigger rain with like claps, and then there's like thunder with people's like
stomping,
right? People stomping and stuff. And then in the middle of that, I started to do a steady beat. I started doing like a steady beat, and then all of a sudden everybody followed it, and then everybody was snapping with it.
And then
it was like, all right,
oh,
and it was like every other one you're gonna stomp, right? And it was like, boom, boom, or something like that, right?
Right.
And then I was like, ayo, and then everyone was like, ayo, and I like, you know, did the Freddie Mercury thing where I was like, ayo, and like everybody copied me, right?
It was fun.
And it was great. And then I was like, all right, we're gonna sing one more song.
We're like,
if you know the lyrics. I was like, if you know the lyrics, sing along. That was the dog, by the way. And I was like, somebody once told me the word, and then the whole class just sang
everyone just was like, oh, I know this song.
I know, and it was like everybody snapping, everybody having a good time. It was great. It really was.
We had that song as a karaoke thing, because
Oh,
like we did karaoke on the cruise so much. Like every night we did karaoke. Every night.
Oh, look at Russell.
He's so happy to see me.
I know.
He missed me so much.
Oh.
But we did karaoke, and so I think for like 3 of those nights I did it, and everyone was just sort of like, they didn't want to sing because you're like, I'm cool, I don't want to sing.
Right.
But like you could tell they were like,
It's like the universal song. Everybody knows that song.
Everyone has. Well, then we also were singing like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was like Galileo.
Galileo.
That was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, like
spring break was
on
needed.
choir
It
tour,
was needed.
like the first day we were there or something in Boston. I'm with all the choir kids, right? So we all singing, we all having a good time. You're checking Snapchat in the middle of the podcast?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're all having a good time. There was a dance floor, and he was playing songs. And I was like, if you want to recommend songs, you come and recommend them. So I was like, hey, you should play Bohemian Rhapsody. Everybody will love that. And he's like, oh, yeah, for sure, dude. That song's last. So I was like, all right, cool. So, like, he gets to the very end, and then he's like, all right, thank you, like, you know, Utah Choir for coming out here and, like, doing all this stuff. I got one more song for you guys. And then it was like, is this the real? And everyone was like, oh, and everyone was screaming, right? And everyone was, like, moshing on the dance floor and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But, and then after that, after Bohemian Rhapsody, I was like, hey, you should play I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys, and they did. And I was like,
that was a good one, too.
Everybody, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. But
it's days like these when you want to live.
Days like these when you want to live. Bro, drama's so sad now.
Oh, it's
so sad. I haven't cried in a long time.
So
I cried
in drama, we're doing this new project where it's supposed to be like a directing project. And so instead of directing a scene, which is what any other drama teacher would do, she's having you get up and tell 3 of your most personal events
to the whole class.
To the whole class. Like that's I'm not joking. That's what she's doing as a directing project for the directing unit. So like dumb. You could tell Maury was so pissed off at her.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I'm hoping she watches this and it's like, Lyons,
you are not a teacher. You don't deserve
you suck. We all hated you.
Right. We really did. I can't wait for the feedback form. Because, like, Braydens last year gave us a feedback form.
Braydens gave us a feedback form.
That was our last student. She's a student teacher for drama. Lyons. This is the girl we hate. But anyway.
Girl.
I can't wait. Is she a girl? No, I'm kidding. No, but I can't wait. I can't wait for the feedback form. I'm just like, yeah, maybe do actual useful like lessons.
Here's the thing,
and don't judge. Oh man,
Well, so like, I remember last year for Braydens, it was sort of like it's anonymous. It's and
was it anonymous?
I think so.
That's great.
And so she's just like, make it anonymous, and then just fill it out sort of like on how like I was doing as a rated teacher. And I gave her like almost full marks.
Oh yeah, I was like, you were great. I was like, you were amazing.
And then so. If this year, what I'm going to do, I'm going to, like, say she's, like, terrible. Like, give her, like, 1-star Uber rating. Mm-hmm. And then refresh my browser and do it again, like, 10 times. Just saying, like, she's terrible. I hated her. She bullied me. She bullied my friend and called him an idiot. She called me an idiot. Like, pretend like I'm so many people.
That one time where we were, like, playing that game or whatever. And then you were, like, Lyons. You were, like... You know, she sucks and she hates me.
It was an improv thing where we're supposed to just like improv an emotion, and my emotion was like hatred, and I'm like, okay, so I get out there, and then my partner was like, Brayden, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay. They're like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? I'm like, Lyons, I hate her so much, and everyone was like, that's great acting.
Everyone was laughing.
Everyone knew so I wasn't acting, but she's like, that's funny.
I know.
That's
Lyons was like laughing, like
she's like, that's funny, and everyone else just knew. Everyone was like, yeah, like. From
thank God, good job.
My heart, I meant it.
Right?
Just, like I think that when everyone was just like clapping as hard as they can, they're like, "Thank you for saying it."
I was like, "Thank you, Braydens." I can't wait though, cause I'm gonna say some stuff. It's not gonna be really mean, but
I'm gonna be mean.
Mainly for criticism stuff, like.
No, there is no criticism. Here's the thing: she cannot be a teacher.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like she's a bad human. I mean, she's a little bit of a bad human.
I mean,
but I think it's just because she's in this teaching aspect and she can't be a good teacher.
And she just thinks
she's a terrible actor too.
Everybody
she's
else.
A terrible actor.
She really is.
Like, I have more talent in my left foot than she does in her whole entire body.
I know, but she pretends that like her fingerprint has like more talent than everybody in the room.
She's like, here's how you should do it, and then she does it, and it's like almost exactly how I did it. And I'm like,
you can't do anything your own way. If you're not doing it her way, you're doing it wrong. Which is what I hate.
And that's the thing.
It's like the whole thing about acting and drama is like how you can kind of take a character, make it
Maury,
your own.
She's just like, hey, do whatever you want.
Exactly, and then she'll give us notes.
But Maury will give us like a blueprint on what she wants and what she thinks would be best.
Oh, yeah.
Lyons is like, hey, this is how you need to do it, and if you don't do it this way, you're pretty much not doing it right. And then she doesn't even give us a blueprint. She just says, get up there and tell 3 of your most personal stories. That's it. Like,
and it's like,
no, she's like, you need to have like a talisman. We're like,
yeah.
what's a talisman? She goes, just something to connect all the events.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to connect all the events.
Yeah. I know. I hate how she did, what she did with like Zoe's talisman. And even though you were kind of on her side, it was just kind of like she mentioned the camera and stuff, and like I remember her talking about the camera, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Right.
And then I saw that she actually had it around her neck, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, all right, cool. And then she's like, she didn't take a picture with the camera, so it's bad. And I was like, what?
Okay,
like, if anything, the notes could have been the talisman.
Right.
You know?
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
I'm not saying I didn't like it. I just feel like I'm definitely criticizing everyone in the class, and like I feel everyone is sort of like, why are you this? Like, I'm always like, she's like, who do you think they use good use of their time? And everyone raises their hand, and I'm like, I personally feel like didn't use good use of their time. Like, this could have been better. But at the same time, here's the thing. The reason why it could have been better is because Lyons could have explained it better. She could have given us more time. And she could have like actually helped us on a good directing project, not just explaining our emotions. And that's the thing, is you can tell it's not how she wanted it to go, because she wanted this to be like a directing kind of a thing, but really the way how teenagers are taking this is, oh, this is gonna be really emotional. So it's like every single time it's like really emotional and really hardcore, and you can tell she's like so annoyed with it. She goes, why are these people telling so many emotions? Like, you can tell she wants this to be like a monologue where you get up there and you say a thing and you pretend to put on an emotion, but then you don't. But her directions are, it has to be like 3 personal events that make you who you are. Right. Those are going to be emotional stuff, like raw emotions at that point. Like,
and everybody's just putting themselves out there, and it's scary. It really is. Like, it's great, but it's wow.
And that's the thing, is I always want to get up there and say, you know, you're really brave for doing this. But it's like, I hate to, because like she's going to be like, it's not brave, it's like required or something. Right. Like, I feel that's honestly, I'm not like, okay. I mean, with Zoe's in particular, I'm not saying I didn't like it, and I'm not saying it wasn't bad, but I'm just saying, to me, even though she mentioned the camera, in the way that Lyons wanted it, it wasn't a talisman, it was a memory. Like, and that's the thing, is Lyons is like, it has to be like an object, like a prop or something. And we're like, oh, okay, crap. And like the way Zoe did it, it was really good, but like Lyons said it was sort of like a costume piece, and that's sort of what I got the vibe off it too. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's a memory. And so Brendan was saying something about like, oh no, she totally used it in the past and everything. And Lyons full on just stopped her mid-sentence and said, I totally disagree with you.
I know.
I was like, you can't say that. You can't say that.
I disagree with you. I'm sorry. Like, you're attacking students, Lyons.
Honestly.
Even though it doesn't seem like that, you are, okay? This is student's perspective. You know, after Lyons leaves, I'm going to send this video to her.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should, like, get, like, the link of, like, the how did I teach? And, like, put it, like, in a video. And just have, like, everyone be like, oh, she's terrible. She's terrible. Just because of all our negative experiences.
I completely disagree with you.
Just because of, like, all of our negative experiences. No. But here's the secret. You're like, oh, there must be positive ones. There are no positive experiences with Lyons. Like, from day one, she's been, like, a total...
B word.
She has. She's been like so, and like her wardrobe.
She dresses like she's in Shakespeare.
Where's
like please?
She was wearing like the Curtains T-shirt, which is like bright blue, and then she had this like brown cardigan or something that like my grandma would wear, and then like bright red pants.
It's like, what are you doing?
And then she was like wearing like Chinese sandals or something. I'm like, what the crap?
I don't understand it. And then when she was like, I was a model, it's like, you were a model.
I'm like, no, she wasn't.
Right?
That's what I would say though. Is like, if I'm being real, if I was a student teacher, I would try to make myself seem like the coolest person ever. I'd be like, oh yeah, no, this is me in like, you know, China. This is me in Russia. This is me in Egypt. And it's like me photoshopped, but it's like really good Photoshop, so you can't tell.
Or it could be really bad Photoshop, and it'd be funny.
It would be funny. But that's the thing, is I'd be like a really fun student teacher, because I'd totally be like, yeah, no, let's do this.
Yeah, no, you'd be a.
But here's the thing: is Lyons is like all set in her way, or like no way. It's like really messed up. It just is.
Yeah.
It really is. She would be a terrible teacher. Like, I'm just saying it.
No, she would. I don't see her directing any plays or anything like that.
Did you hear? So you know Wesley, right?
Maybe.
So he's on student council, but he also works part-time at the Hill Center Theater doing sets, and he set designed the whole entire like thing for Curtains.
Dang.
And last year's show and the year before show.
Right.
Like, he's top of the top, right? And so Lyons apparently was talking to him, and she's like, hey, what's your job? He goes, oh, I'm manager. And she goes, no. What's your job? He goes, I'm manager. She goes, no, like light manager, set manager, prop manager. Like, he goes, I'm everything. She goes, you can't be everything. It's just, it's meant to be one person does this, one person does this, one person does this. But Wesley's so good. He works at the Hill Center Theater. The Hill Center Theater.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
so
really
it's like he's up there.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, cool. But then it's like, she was like getting really mad at Wesley and like, no, you can't do all this. And so Maury had to step in and say, no, Wesley is doing all this. Like, because he knows what he's doing. And Lyons apparently was like really mad about that. I'm like,
that's funny. But I want to see Maury and Lyons interactions. Roscoe, it's okay. I want to see their interactions. Too. Like if Maury, like if you can tell, because you can tell when she's mad at us. Right. So I wonder if she puts that same like mad emotion.
Well, have you not like
Lyons
seen her? Like, she doesn't even pay attention in class. Like with braiding, she would at least sort of like pay attention.
Yeah.
I mean, like there were times when she would have her headphones in with braiding. Like, but with Lyons, almost every single time she's had her headphones in.
Oh, she just
and I would too, because I would be like, honestly,
she's just like, I'm getting paid to sit here. I don't care what these.
Right. If I was Maury, and as soon as Lyons eats, I say, okay, take everything you learned for the last 4 months. Throw it away. It's total trash. Please. Throw it away. We're gonna have to do some catch up work, and then just like start like catch up, because she teaches you.
I know. It's man.
I hate her.
Everybody feels the same way about her too.
Oh yeah, no. It's not just our class either. Like the class before and musical theater.
She's not allowed to touch the advanced classes.
Mm-hmm.
And I get
because Maury won't let her.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I get it. She's like She lets her, like, mess with us because Maury knows that, like, we're drama 3, like, we can handle it next year and be in drama 4 and catch up. Because we could. We totally could.
Yeah.
But, like, she doesn't want her messing up, like, her, like, you know, drama team.
Kids,
and, like, you know, like, her
kids she loves most.
Yeah. Because, like, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. It's just, like, I heard that Brayden got to teach, what was it? It was either 1 or 2 classes in the advanced courses.
It was 1.
Yeah, one
Brayden
class
got to teach one
in the
class.
musical class and the advanced drama class. So, and Lyons,
nope,
nothing.
She didn't get
and Brayden got to put input on like the play, and the musical and stuff. Lyons,
no.
Nothing.
Well, okay, have I told you like sort of the reason why Lyons is here? What? Like, so apparently, so like Brayden, like Maury was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm fine with the student teacher last year, and so Brayden just happened to get the spot. Right. And so she's like, okay, cool. And we had braiding and everything. And then Maury was like, okay, I had a student teacher last year. And I think she had a student teacher. She likes doing it sort of like every other year. I think that's sort of what she was going off of. Okay. And so she's like, I'm not sort of wanting a student teacher this year. But then Lyons was like, I want a student teach for you because I want a student teach for you. Right? Because she's like, I want a student teach because whatever, you know, it looks better on your application, which it does. He was like, I've had practice in the classroom. And so Maury was probably like, I'm good. I'm not, you know, looking for a student teacher right now.
Yeah.
And she's like, but try, you know, another school. And so apparently Lyons was like, almost all the other schools already had one. So Lyons didn't want her. So Lyons apparently like went to like the admin principal and stuff with like her principal and stuff, and was like, so last year you took a student teacher. That means this year you have to take a student teacher. And so like Twitchell was like, yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I guess you can.
So it was like
Maury didn't even want her here, like any student teacher, but like Lyons like went over her head apparently.
Yeah,
this is just what I heard. Like I'm sure Maury's not gonna like full out tell us. So here's what happened, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, honest, like, geez, everyone hates her.
Honestly, I can't wait for the day when she leaves and then Maury stands up in front of us and we all just like start clapping.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but
Well, I was joking.
I wonder
with
what
Ariel.
she's gonna say.
I was joking with Ariel, and I'm like, remember how last year we had Braydens? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like,
wait,
no,
Ariel didn't.
I wasn't talking to Ariel. Who was I talking to? It was the group with kids we had in the last class. It was like Brady and
there's Brady, Lexi,
Adam. No, it was
Miss Adam.
Like
a
who
girl?
You know what I'm talking about though, like that one group of kids we had in our last year class.
Yeah, sure.
So they were in our year class, right? Too this time.
I don't know.
I
remember Libby used to be in. You remember Libby?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of girls.
I'm pretty sure she had a crush on me.
Okay, well anyway.
Okay, so what was I saying? So like I was talking to someone. I'm like, so last year we had like a going away party for braiding, right? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, this year we should have a going away party for Lyons. And she was like, what? I'm like, yeah, no, as soon as she goes away, we'll have a party. Yeah. And she was just like, okay. Like the day she leaves, like we'll just like bring out pizza, we'll have some ice cream.
Oh yeah.
We'll sing songs.
Because the one for braiding was a surprise.
Right. Braiding was a surprise
going away party.
Right.
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 But now it's like.
But I was like,
for Lyons, we're not gonna have.
For Lyons, oh no. No. Because the thing with Brady, it was like, okay, everyone go out and buy like a $5-10 thing from Walmart or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then just bring it. And that's what it was. It was like candy and donuts and candy
it was
and soda. It was a good time.
It was a great
because everyone just went out and bought like $5 thing. It's like, I guarantee you won't find a single person in our class willing to spend $5 on Lyons.
Very true. I bet there's one person that likes her. I don't know who.
But I think that all the peer pressure we're giving them, because we talk about it openly, like openly.
Yeah,
like, I'm pretty sure she almost knows that we hate her.
Probably.
Because it's like we're so open about it, or at least I am. So it's like I'm pretty like, and I talk to a lot of people in the class. I'm like, Lyons, I hate.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I'm pretty sure like she hears something or like she has a suspicion or whatever.
Probably.
So I'm pretty sure there's like one kid in there that like sort of likes her, but is like, oh, everyone else says they hate her, so. Yeah, I hate Lyons.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I don't know. I love. Lyons sucks. That's all I want to say on the topic.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about the project where everybody cries.
Everyone is crying.
I know because it's like 3 important things.
Here's
that
the
made
thing.
You who you are.
This is the one reason I'm sort of grateful for Lyons. Is because she's bringing us closer together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, everyone in the class is, like, a lot closer together than we were before.
Because of that.
But I think we were already close because we were bonding over how much we hated her. And now it's like we're bonding over how much we hate her and we're crying because we're emotional.
Oh, my God. That's great. But what I'm thinking is that, because when people think, like, moments that made you who you are, we automatically think of, like, the negative things. But there's obviously some positive things that made us who we are. Right. Like... me meeting my best friend. I would be a totally different person if I never met, my best friend.
Right.
So it's like...
That's totally something.
That's a positive thing that changed my life. So it's like, I want to do mine about, like, positive stuff.
Well, that's what I'm trying to think, but I'm like...
But it's like, I can't really think of anything.
That's my thing. I'm like, I can think of one sort of positive aspect that changed my life.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Is like Lyons, I don't think she realized that like the whole point of this project was to like direct, and it's supposed to be like us directing like a thing to like express to show who we are, and it wasn't supposed to be emotional. It was just supposed to be like us being a character, but we're really emotional because this is us and it's really personal. Which
of course
it is, and so it's like at that point we're just being ourselves, and so she's like, this isn't how I wanted it, but she doesn't have time to change it, so she's just like, I'm just gonna have to accept it. And so, I mean, like, I don't know. it's really emotional in there because like everyone in there is like sharing like their deepest, darkest secrets pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
everyone talking about how they were bullied and how they thought about committing suicide and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh man.
No, it's hard.
And they're like almost crying while talking about it. It's like,
so like you can feel like the raw emotion of it.
Yeah.
And so we always get up there and we're like, I love the emotion. She's like, hey, but how did you connect? It's like, I don't need to connect. It's
like I connected because I cried while they were crying. Like,
it's like I connected because when my tear, ran down my cheek, their tear ran at the same exact time.
That's how we're connected. It's so dumb. Like, what teacher made that? Apparently it was like she stole the idea from a college class.
That's the thing, a college class.
Yeah, and
a college class
probably explained it better also.
Right. Well, when you look at it, we had one day to prepare.
We really did.
We had Monday, and then she's like, hey, people sign up for Wednesday.
Right.
That was it.
It's like, what? Excuse me? Huh?
And
I signed up for the last day.
I didn't even show up. I was still in the Caribbean for Monday. Well, I was in Texas at that point. Right. So then it's like I showed up Wednesday, and everyone's like getting up and performing. I'm like, what is going on? Like I come back and it's just like emotions. I'm like, what did I miss? And so I go up and she's like, oh, here's what you have to do. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You're performing next time?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm doing mine last. And then Lexi, she was saying, like, she was almost going to cry, but she was like, I don't cry in front of people. So she was, like, really holding back.
That's the thing. But, like, again, it's like at the same time, like Caleb's.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, he failed the project.
What? How?
You have to have 3 things. 3 emotional events.
True.
Think about it. He only had 1, and that was him being alone. I mean, don't get me wrong. That was the one I almost cried on.
Oh, no.
I was so ticked off
cry on that one.
I was so like, ticked off at that one. But that's the thing, is like you have to have... That's the thing, is she realizes this isn't how she wanted it to go because we're not like college students being in like a lab. We're just...
We're high school
students with raw
emotional
emotions.
High school students that have a lot of problems up here.
So when I messed up and I walked over before Caleb was done and I got to sit down and so Caleb was like still talking a little bit and he's like, yeah, no, well, it's like, the day after prom, my girlfriend broke up with me. I heard Lyons go.
Really?
Yeah. Like almost as it, well, it was like, so like you could barely hear it because there was just so much.
Oh, like, because I didn't know that.
I think she was like a little like, but at the same time, it was like the way she was like doing it is like you could tell she's like, oh, high school relationships.
Right.
Psh. Like that's what she was doing in her emotion. Like I swear.
They've been together. It was crazy. They were together before Caleb went to California. Mm-hmm. Caleb went to California for half a school year. Mm-hmm. Came back. They got back together over the summer. Came back. They've been together for like, I don't know, maybe a year.
It's been crazy. Yeah.
So it's like, she breaking up with him and breaking his heart like that is crazy. And how he was so open and raw. How he was like, yeah, like
it's like. If a guy asks you to prom, you say, yeah, that's awesome. You're going to go to prom. But it's like, if you're in a relationship and it's your boyfriend and he asks you to prom, you don't break up with him the day after prom.
Oh, yeah.
You give it at least a week. At least a week. So then it's like, my girlfriend broke up with me a week after prom. It's like, that's tough. But then it's like, technically, if it's like just over a week, so like say prom is on Saturday and then you break up with him Sunday, since it's just over a week, he has to say my girlfriend broke up with me 2 weeks after prom. It's like 2 weeks, dude, that was 2 weeks after prom. That's not, like, you can't compare that. That's probably closer to Christmas than it is to prom. Let's be real.
2 weeks. Man, 2 weeks from now is Christmas, guys.
Could you imagine that, though? It's like, that's just how we compare stuff. It's like...
That's closer to Christmas than
No. I mean, like, oh, this milk goes bad 4 weeks before Christmas. 40 weeks before Christmas.
40 weeks.
40 weeks. It's like, oh, my phone battery dies 31 weeks before
4 hours,
Easter.
30 seconds before Christmas.
Before Easter, right? We just use, like, big holidays and we're like, oh.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, no, she's due 13 months after Christmas.
It's like, so when is that? That'd be funny, though.
She's
Easter.
due.
Easter's coming up. When is Easter? Sunday? Some Sunday?
The 3rd Sunday?
The 3rd. So is that next
Apparently,
Sunday?
in, like, in Belize, they don't have spring break, they have Easter holiday.
And what is that?
It's where
It's like the
they
same
don't go
thing.
to school for Easter and the week of Easter, but instead of calling it spring break, they call it Easter holiday. That's great, right? I'm like, we have spring break. They have Easter holiday. Like, what, like...
Which one sounds better?
What does sound better?
I mean, spring break kind of sounds fun, though. Because it's like a spring break!
It's spring break!
Right?
You know
because
what happens
it's Easter
on
holiday!
spring break.
Right? Spring break. Yeah.
I don't know, but Easter holiday? Tell me that doesn't sound like that's a party right there.
Easter.
What are you doing over
Honestly,
Easter holiday?
Oh, you know, Easter holiday stuff. What about you?
That's Easter holiday. Just
Easter holiday.
I don't know. I thought that was awesome. And like, people in like the Cayman Islands are driving on the wrong side of the road, and it was like really freaking me out.
People drive on the opposite sides of the world. Wait, U.S. is so weird. We drive on the right side of the road. We don't use the metric system. We use dollars.
Here's the thing, like,
Whack.
America's really powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, we're so.
I would say with like Donald Trump in charge now, we're a little aggressive.
Yeah.
And I would say
I think he's been good though. I mean, I only
I'm just
listen
saying
to
we're a
what
little
my
aggressive.
dad tells me.
I'm just saying, like, in general, he's a little more aggressive than Obama.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
According to like the stories.
He's making a lot more like decisions.
Right, but that's a good thing, is because it's like, you know, with, you know, Kim Jong Un and stuff, it's nice because then it's like, as long as we're having those diplomatic seals between us and North Korea, it's like we won't have a World War III between us because there's nuclear bombs, because that would pretty much destroy the world.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, America is like really powerful, a little more aggressive, and we use our own metric system. Like, can we just think about that? Like, what if you met someone who's really powerful, a little aggressive,
They speak
and
their
like,
own language.
He just has their own like system of measurement.
Right.
It's like, how are you? It's like, I'm good. He goes, you're 375 hair tall.
Hair tall.
Hair tall.
Hair tall.
Thank you.
Okay.
I said you're 375 hair tall. Thank you. Like.
Okay.
America's just America. But that's the thing. It's like, I don't think there's anything we can do to change about it.
Yeah. It's America. My dad really likes Trump, and I think from what I've heard, he's been pretty cool.
Right.
He's done some good things.
He's has.
Sure.
He has.
It's just his Twitter account. That's whack. He tweets whack stuff.
There are some tweets, and it's days like these when you're like, man, if JW was alive, you know, good old Georgie. You know, George Washington, JW. He was alive, he'd be like...
GW? George Washington?
No, G's the... like an I.
What? That's a J.
No, a
Are
J...
you okay?
What?
A G?
A, B, C, D, E, F, J, H, I, G, K, L, M, N, O, P,
Good one,
Q, R, S, T, U,
Good one.
W, X, Y... I still have to sing that. Like, if I'm like...
Oh yeah, it's like, what comes after M? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, N.
N, right? It's like, you can't do it without... What's it comes after Q?
R. I know that one.
Right?
Q, R, S.
Q, R, S.
T, U, B.
What comes after A?
Is it Z?
Z.
Z.
I guess if you're going it backwards, A does come after Z.
Can you say the alphabet backwards?
No.
I think I already told this story on the podcast, but my friend Devin,
Your friend Devin.
he sneezed. Yeah, his name is Devin. He sneezed, and a cop pulled him over because he thought he was drunk. Because he sneezed and he swerved a little bit. Then a cop pulled him over and was like, "Can you get out of the vehicle, please?" And he made him walk in a straight line and everything. And then he was like, he said he made him say the alphabet backwards, but all he had to do was just go, he just said the whole alphabet, and then said the letter, and then said the whole alphabet, and then said the letter. And the cop allowed it. But he still made him say it backwards.
It's like, if a cop pulls me over and he's like, "Can you say that backwards?" I'm like, I can't even say it forwards. I have to sing it.
I can't say the alphabet. Sing it.
B,
C,
D, E, F.
F.
You just... it's just there.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. You can't say you don't go in a rhythm. You can't just go L, M, N, O, P.
Okay, so
You have to go element.
So I met this guy named John on the
John.
course. And so when I was talking to him, really, it was a little messed up. Because, like, we were talking, and so I'm like, hey, let me get your number so we can, like, still communicate. Because, like, I don't have Snapchat or Instagram. I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, let me get your number. He's like, okay. And he's like, the way you say a number is ba 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 ba. That's how you do it.
Why?
Ba 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 ba.
So 3-3.
Ba 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 ba.
What was that?
Well, it's like our area code's 801, right?
Yeah.
So it's 801 472 69 420. That doesn't work, but that's sort of how you would go. That's one extra letter. Dang it.
4-6.
But
4-2-5-7.
right, but no. So
that's
right,
not a real
that's how it goes. It goes like 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3 4.
That's true. Huh?
But the way he
We
said
always
it,
had songs.
the way he said it, it was like 1 2 3 4, 1 2, 1 1 2 3. I'm like, can you say that again?
Can you please split it up?
It was like he didn't understand it. It was like almost backwards. He was like,
Yeah.
I was like, you can't.
Like he said like
do
4
that,
numbers and then.
I'm trying to think
3
how he said it.
numbers,
I'm trying to think how he said it. I won't say his like
2
number
and then 1.
because I don't want to give his
Just
number out.
say-
I'll say like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7.
Okay.
So he was like,
1, 2, 3,
okay,
4.
here's my number. I'm like, yeah, sure. He goes 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I'm like,
Huh? Like it's 1 2 3.
what?
4 5 6 7 8 9.
There's 10, isn't there?
10.
Is there a 10? I'm trying to think. 10.
10. Wait,
Right.
3 6.
It was like,
4. Yeah, there's 10.
it was just like, I was like,
Math.
what the crap? Like, that's not how you
Algebraic.
say a number. It was just, it threw me off.
Yeah.
It threw me off.
Threw me off. That's crazy. We always add
That's-
songs to things though. Like,
That's
no
how you
matter what
memorize it.
is. Yeah. Like I can't think of an example, but
Twinkle, twinkle,
well,
little.
yeah, but that is a song though. I'm talking about like I don't know. Like
Sokatoa.
even just
Sokatoa,
Yeah.
Sokatoa.
Sokatoa. That's what I do.
Oh, yeah, see?
Sokatoa.
I'm trying to think
Math,
what else.
right?
Yeah, that's math.
Sokatoa. Or I think of
Math is-
Krakatoa with like
Math is
SpongeBob.
something. Have you ever thought about math?
No, actually.
I
failed
hate
all
it.
of my tests. I never think about math.
I hate the fact that they're like, we have to know this. Like honestly, that's what the education system has gotten to. You have to memorize these chemical equations. You have to memorize the square root of pi.
Right.
You have to memorize this and then re-spit it out. That's honestly all school is. And they know it. They're like, okay, you have to memorize. This is a memorization test. You have to memorize this.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
It really is. Like
Give
history
me one
tests.
scenario when I need it.
History tests, like you can't figure out your way through those.
Oh,
You
crap.
have to know.
They're like, what was the date World War II ended? It's like
18. No, night. I don't even.
18.
Know. I don't know. 19.
1801. Oh,
1776.
that's the thing. It's like I don't need to know these dates.
Yeah.
It's like I get it. They were like
like
World
it
War II
happened.
was important, but the day World War II ended, when will that ever come up in my life? Like maybe when I'm like drunk at like a pub and they're doing trivia night.
Win $20. When did
And
World War
it's
II end?
trivia night, and I'm like, I know this. 1779.
17.
That's what you
Right.
just said, isn't that?
It's not actually it. I was joking.
I was joking too. That's
okay.
not actually it.
Okay,
No,
it's
it's like
not in the
1940 something. I don't know.
I don't
But that's
know
the
why
thing.
that-
It's like I have my phone. Like anything I need done on my math, I can do on my phone.
Right.
Anything I need done in history, I can look on my phone.
I mean, like, I think it's definitely good to know stuff in your head. Like, obviously, if I see a thing and it's like, what's 36 times 2, right? It's like, it's good to know that, right? I
I'm
should've
not saying
chosen
it's
easier
not.
numbers. But it's like, when am I ever going to need to find the square root of, like, pi times the quadratic formula
Thank you.
with, you know, whatever.
Right?
Yeah, it's so much. It's like,
It's
dude.
dumb. It's unneeded.
Right?
Because it's like, I was in sociology, okay, and so we were talking, and so she's like, I think right now we're like doing a family unit, and she's like, so I think in Utah the law is you have to be like over 65 and can't have kids to marry your second cousin, and we're like, okay.
Wait, what?
In Utah that's a law. It's like you have to be like either like 55 and not like planning to have kids and prove that one of you guys are infertile to like get married, or you have to be 65, both of you fertile, but say you're not going to have kids to be married to your second cousin in Utah. And so she's like, I think so. Don't quote me on that. And I'm like, I'm curious. So I pull out my phone. I look it up. I'm like, this page. Okay. I scroll down a bit farther. I look up another article. That one says it. And then I go to like a law book and I'm like, that one says that. I'm like, yeah, according to 3 sources I just checked, you're right. And she's
That's
like,
crazy.
She's like, you just looked at 3 sources? I'm like, yeah, I just looked at 3 sources. And she's like, okay. And then after she comes back over, she goes, can you show me those? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I showed her, and I'm like, yeah, see, like, so this is 1, see, this is an article, and like, and see, so this is 2, this is right here, and this is 3, this is like a law thing, and she's like, okay. Like, honestly, like, if I need anything, I just Google it, and I can find 3 reference sources in like under 2 minutes.
That's
like,
pretty crazy.
It's just, that's the internet.
The power of our phones.
And that's the thing, is I feel like when...
I lost my phone today. Today was crazy.
Why? Spill.
Okay, so...
Spill latte!
So, this morning... spill the... I hate that so much.
Spill the tea?
Right? No. Spill the tea is fine, but the girl that's like, spill the mother tea, right?
Right.
She's like tapping.
We should have that as a segment, and we just talk about
tea.
Something that bugs us.
That could be good. What grinds my gears?
What grinds my gears?
Well, anyway,
that's what we'll call it.
Honestly, yeah.
What grinds my gears? Today, Devin's gonna tell us about his day.
Anyway. That rhymes.
Let's go.
Yeah, so this morning I had my phone on, like, the table, right? That we were hanging out with, and I had, like, my friends next to me, right? It was chilling. And then, like, I don't know, someone must have picked it up thinking it was theirs, but I asked everybody, and they were like, no, like, I didn't pick up your phone. So, like, I went to my first period class, and I put my backpack down, and I reached in my pocket, and I'm like, I don't have my phone. So I go back to the table, and I don't see it. So I'm like, I just lost my phone. I got so scared, but I was like, okay, no, like, one of my friends picked it up. Like, they had to have, right?
Right.
So I went, like, through all first period, all the second period, and then I was going to go to the office to, like, check the lost and found after second period, but they called me down, and then they were like, are you Devin Bromberg? And I'm like, yeah. And they were like, did you lose a phone? And I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, is this yours? And I'm like, yeah.
Wait,
and then
so the
like,
office had your phone?
Yeah, someone must have turned it in.
How do they know it was your phone, though?
I don't know, because they told me, they were like, yeah, like, someone came in here, and it seemed, like, pretty urgent, but they were like, this is, like, Devin's phone, this is Devin's phone. So they went through, like, all the Devins, and they kept calling Devins down in the office, and then they finally got mine, and then they're like, yeah, can you unlock the phone and make sure it's yours? And I unlocked it, and they were like, all right, that's good. So it's like, it was like, it was scary, man. And then third period, I start crying, and then I have to perform a scene during lunch, and I didn't eat lunch, and then fourth period, it was a good fourth period.
I tried calling you, actually.
During what?
Right before third period. But it went straight to voicemail. So I thought, oh, he must have hung up.
Maybe. I don't know, because I didn't get it. It's probably T-Mobile. Because I have T-Mobile.
It's probably the office.
It's kind of whack sometimes. Yeah, maybe. It was before third period?
It was like right before third period.
I had my phone.
Like when I came back in and I saw you and I threw a chair at you.
Yeah. Oh.
No,
I had my phone.
Oh.
I didn't get a call though.
Ah.
But yeah, I sneaked behind you. And it was funny because I saw you were on your phone. You were looking this way, right? And I came in through the back doors over here because I was walking with some friends. So I came in through the back doors, and I saw you, and I just sneaked past you, and I went to Lyons, and I was like, and I just kept going, and then she starts laughing. Like, that was the only positive experience I've ever had with Lyons, is when I sneaked past you, because I knew you would hate it, and Lyons laughed.
But did you think I would throw a chair at you?
No.
I threw a chair at him.
Yeah, it kind of hurt. It's like, Brayden, you just threw a chair at me. He was like, oh.
And that's it for grinding my gears.
What grinds your gears?
What grinds my... I thought we already talked about this.
What?
Lions!
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, I have one more thing, though.
That grinds your gears?
Yeah.
I want to hear this.
When I get spoiled. I hate being spoiled.
You spoiled?
Yeah, like, for movies type thing. Like, if somebody tells me the end of a movie, it's like, man.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, when, like, your grandma gives you, like, $20.
No. Your grandma gives you, like, $100. It's like, man, I'm spoiled.
What?
No, I mean, like, when it's, like, you know, like, somebody tells me, like, oh, this person dies at the end. It's like, dude, now I know that, and I'm not gonna experience like the raw emotion that I get from that, you know? That's the worst.
It was funny. So I was at like the theater, and I was like checking my ticket, and so the guy's like, "Oh, you're gonna go see this movie?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, well, it doesn't start for like 30 more minutes, so I can't let you in yet." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." He goes, "But if you want to stand here, I can tell you how it ends." I'm like, "What the crap?" I'm like, "You don't just say I'm gonna tell you how the movie goes."
Right?
It was like, what?
Please, no, don't tell me that. It's raining. It was raining. That's okay.
What grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears?
Is it's spring, and it's snowing.
It was oh my god, Utah weather. It's so dumb.
It was spring.
So dumb.
And it was snowing.
Spring break. Snowed the last day.
That's the thing. Like that, is the day I come back from the day I come back. So like, it was as soon as I step off the plane. I'm not even joking. The moment my foot comes off the plane onto the travel tunnel, boom! I feel like a drop of water, and then I just hear, and it just does like.
How did you feel a drop of water?
Because
like went through the little crack.
Yeah.
Really?
That's the thing.
Okay.
Is like as soon as I'm like stepping up, and that's the thing. Is it wasn't.
That's the thing.
It wasn't raining like at all, or if it was like very lightly. Because like as soon as I step off, it's like taking one step and that teeny little crack, one drop hit me, and then it starts raining really hard. By the time I'm walking to the end of that tunnel, like I can hear it just like it's raining really hard. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, well, I guess Utah doesn't like me.
Are you kidding me?
I guess Utah doesn't like me. I should go back to the Caribbean.
That'd be nice. Would you live there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because when I was in Hawaii, I was like, oh yeah, I'd live here.
I'm trying to think. I would live in Belize.
Belize. Where's that at? Isn't that in like somewhere in Europe?
That's Brussels.
Brussels. Well,
That's
why Belize?
It was just really fun there. It was really cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
It was just like a really fun environment. Everyone was super fun. Like everyone. Like I got lost. And I'm like, do you know where I go? And they're like, no inglés. I'm like, oh, español hablo mano, like a little Spanish. And they start laughing and they're like, just kidding, dude. I know English. I'm like, oh, okay. Like they were just.
Roscoe, stop.
That's the dog. He's interrupting my story.
Roscoe, come here.
But like that's the thing is like they were just really funny there, and it's like the American dollar is like worth twice as much there. So, but like the thing is like at like the port, like where the cruise ship docks and everything, like the people know, so they like inflate prices. So it's like any other day, like this water bottle is worth like $1 American USD.
Yeah.
But like the day we get there, it's worth 5 American USD, making it worth 10 Belize money.
Yeah.
Which I'm like $10 for a water bottle. Like a cheap plastic water bottle. $10. Yeah, that's the thing. That's crazy. Is like American money is like worth twice as much there, which I'm like that's super awesome.
Yeah.
And they were super nice. It's super fun. And apparently like a lot of famous people have like houses and like rent stuff down there, like own islands, like Leonardo DiCaprio apparently owns an island right off the coast.
Dang. And
like Angelina Jolie rents a house, and Jennifer Lawrence, and
that's cool.
I'm trying to think who else. There's like really big like sport guys, like football people. They'll come here a lot.
Right.
And I'm like, that's okay. That's
okay.
really fun. Like that's what cool. I would.
Yeah, I would probably live in Hawaii. I want to travel more. I've only traveled to like a couple states. And Hawaii.
A couple of states in Hawaii?
Yeah. I mean, I went to Boston, Massachusetts. I've also gone to Rhode Island. Rhode Island? We were there for a day, because it's right next to Boston.
Right.
Or Massachusetts. I always think of Boston as a state, but it's not.
It's not. That's what I know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
It's a capital.
That's the
thing. It's a big city.
I would love to travel. It would be fun. It would be fun to travel.
Oh, yeah. It's so fun to travel.
That's something eventually we should do.
Honestly.
We get a traveling podcast.
That'd be sick.
We're like in like one of those like minivans kind of a thing.
Yeah, we could do it like on the streets and then have like a guitar case that's open and then people can just give us money.
People give us money while we're talking about nobody else is talking about. Yeah. And then some guy tries to like steal our tripod and run away with our camera.
Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great.
No, but like no. We get like a van and like in the back of the van is like where we like film, and so it's like. We'll drive somewhere and then we'll stop and then we'll say, hey, you want to get in our van? and then we just film in our van, a random stranger in our van.
Hey, you want to get
And
in
I'm
my
like,
van
okay,
for a podcast?
thanks. And then they get out, and then we drive away. And...
It's like, hello, are you free for 1 hour? Yeah? All right, get in. Okay. Could you imagine people actually... If you got offered that on the streets just walking.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? I'd be like, I would go on that guy's podcast and be like, hey, go follow me in my podcast at pop_podcast.
Pop_podcast.
That took me a second. I had to think what it was.
I was like, go follow like our Instagram account, like pop.
Is he not already following us?
Podcast. I said it on the podcast. I was like, well, I just said a lot of P's, but I was like, yeah, go follow pop_podcast, and he was like, whoa, he's like, that's a lot of underscores. I'm like, it's only 2. Like, it's just funny though, because it was like.
It sounds like it's really long.
It does.
Because underscore.
Because if you write the full word underscore and you write pop_podcast, that's a lot. It's a big.
But it's
word.
really not. It's pop_, and then podcast. So however many podcast is.
Yeah. Podcast. 2.
P-O...
Are you counting the syllables?
I'm counting letters.
Oh.
So it's like, it's...
Pop is 3.
Podcast. It's 15 letters.
Well, anyway.
It just sounds like it's a lot longer. Especially when I'm saying it. Go follow us at pop_podcast. It's like underscore. Underscore. You know what I think it's time for, Devin? I think it's time for, to be honest, TBH. TBH. Devin, be honest here.
I was like, do you have one in mind? I was like, I'm being honest.
I need to find one, I guess, after thinking about it.
What were you going
No, I don't know.
All right.
Okay, I got one. I got one. So, getting in with like that sort of idea of getting in a stranger's car.
Okay.
Would you live in a stranger's house? Like, say like you're out in the middle of nowhere, you have no money, you barely have any food, all you have is a backpack on yourself. You just go up to a random house and say, hi, can I crash the night at your house?
TBH? Yeah.
You would?
Well, yeah, because I couldn't... What else am I going to do? Die out there? Obviously,
it's
if
like,
I'm desperate, then I'm going to go to somebody's house and be like, hey...
Say you're, like, in Nevada.
Okay.
Like, Colorado. Like you're not in, like, anywhere, like, shady, but you're just, like, in, like, some white suburban place.
Not shady. I got
You're just
Colorado.
in, like, some suburban place.
Yeah.
And it's just, like...
some suburban place.
Like, you just don't have anything there. I don't know how you got there, but you need a place to stay for the night.
Nobody would let me in, but I'd be like...
You would ask?
I would still try, because what else am I going to... Like, do I die the next day? Or no?
Well, it's like...
Because I could sleep on the streets. Do I die? If I die the next day, then yes. But if not, then no.
If you die... Okay. It's like Purge night. Would you ever be part of the Purge?
I don't know.
I think that's like a question we can't really answer.
Probably not, because it's like if I'd have to live with that, you know? I don't think I'm very...
Here's the thing.
Strong stomached when it comes to that stuff.
When
Like,
I say...
I'll play Mortal Kombat and see like the bloodiest, most gruesome, brutal stuff. But then, like, if I see somebody, like, get a cut in real life, I'm like,
here's the thing.
Not really. I don't know
When I
yet.
say Purge, everyone immediately thinks, oh, I have to go kill someone. No. Like, the Purge is any crime is legal.
Yeah.
So you go out and you steal from a Walmart.
Right.
You just break into a Walmart and take a
Steal
TV.
a ton of candy. Take a TV.
Take a TV from Walmart.
I feel like it should just be National Free Day.
National Free Day? Everything is free?
Yeah. But you can only get one thing.
You only get one thing for free?
That'd be crazy.
You get a free phone?
That would be
You get a free
crazy.
computer? Free house?
Free house.
Free Tesla?
You'd buy the free house, but you'd have to, like, buy all the furniture and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because it'd be...
You get a free private jet, because then you can go anywhere for free.
But don't you have to, like, pay for gas?
Well, yeah, but you don't have to buy your own private jet.
Okay. Right.
Oh, no. Because then you would need, like, a private runway. So you'd have to buy a runway, which
Yeah.
that'd cost.
A lot.
What would you get if you could have one thing for free?
I don't know.
Screw the Purge idea.
It'd probably just be some, like, simple, like, candy bar. I'm joking.
You're like...
Nah, it'd be like
a Snickers.
Something... a Snickers. Nah, it'd be like
a bag
really,
of Funyuns, that's what I want.
Yeah, it'd be, like, really expensive, but not, like, crazy. Maybe, like, a car.
A car.
Probably a car.
A Tesla.
Probably. That'd be pretty crazy.
A Tesla. You just get a free Tesla.
I don't know. Or, like, you know, a Bugatti,
I
like some
would
type of
love
sports car.
like a free Tesla. I would pick a Tesla. Have you seen that Tesla? Just a new Tesla.
One?
Just a Tesla.
They're crazy.
It's like everyone's like, yeah, I get it. There's a faster car out there, but it's like I'm not doing it for the fast. I'm doing it for the like.
Because it's a Tesla.
Because it's a Tesla.
And the technology. And,
yeah, it's green. It's eco. I mean, like when you think about it.
What do you think about electric cars and stuff?
I feel like we talked about it a little bit with like Savaya. A long time ago.
We did.
But like again, the idea of a Tesla is that it's green and it's not emitting like carbon emissions, but where is it getting its electricity from? Is it probably like a coal plant? Let's be real. So it's like if I could have like a solar paneled house that everything charges solar panel, like so I can power my lights and like charge my phone and watch TV all off the sun, and then charge my Tesla at night with that green energy I'm making, and then drive carbon emissions. That's what I want. I'm not trying to be like all like libertarian, Presbyterian, veganism here. I don't know. It's I would do it because then I know I'm being a good human being. Right. I'm being a decent human being.
Be a decent human. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like all the green stuff is good. Yeah, I agree. Like I'm not gonna be vegan. It's like one of those things where it's like, I'll eat meat, right?
Right.
It's,
Why wouldn't
it's good?
Good
right?
steak.
But it's like I don't like the idea of just like killing to kill, right? Like you don't kill an animal for fun. You kill an animal for food, right? That's like the only time I'd see it. Like people that go hunting.
Oh yeah.
And then they just go hunting to just kill something.
But here's
like
the
if
thing.
you're gonna eat the deer, then
like I know people that like they kill and they skin the deer and then they eat it and then use the skin as like a rug.
Yeah.
And then they eat the meat and cook it and then they have like the head on like on a mantle and everything. I'm like, that's cool.
But just to kill it,
to go out and shoot it and then walk away.
That's like, man.
What if I just shoot your daughter and walk away?
Would you eat if you ate the daughter?
Whoa,
would it be better?
That's cannibalism. Have you heard this like freaky story thing where it's like, I don't know if we have time to get into it.
How long is it? I'm sure it's fine.
It's like, okay, so it's like a freaky story thing where apparently it's like, so a guy is like on the subway and then he just says random things as a person walks by. So like a fat lady walked by and he said pig, and then a tall guy walked by and he said bread, and then a short little guy walked by and he said egg, and then a fat dude walked by and he said human, and then a
wait, why are they saying these things?
And then a little girl walked by and he said chicken nuggets, and then so the guy walks over and says, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I can sense what people ate. For example, like the last thing a person ate. For example, I can sense you just ate a pizza. And the guy's like, I did eat a pizza.
Mm-hmm. But he's like, you said human.
There it is, right? It's like...
Well, what if he just like bit his nail and then ate it? What if you picked a booger and ate it? That's part of a human, right?
That's like bacteria. That's disgusting.
Well, your nail.
Would you rather eat another person or eat your own burger, TBH?
I don't know, man. Maybe.
It's like a really hard complication.
Here's a good one. Would you rather eat your own nail or your own booger? I don't know. Your own toenail or your own burger. There you go. Which one? And we'll end it after this.
A toenail would be hard.
Maybe a burger.
I don't know. I would want to swallow that. But a burger
I just don't like to think
there'd be
about
so
it.
much taste in that burger.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to taste that since I was like 5.
Is the toenail cleanly showered?
Nope.
No.
So
it's
get
like
a little
hard
bit
day
of sweat.
Of
you get.
It's at the very end of the day toenail.
Yeah.
Which
you
one?
know what I mean. What would I do?
Yeah.
I would say booger.
Honestly, yeah. Toenail's just too gross for me. Feet just gross me out.
Oh yeah. People with feet fetish.
I know. It's
they
gross.
have a problem.
They really do.
You can tell their mama didn't love you.
I feel bad for them. Anyway.
Okay.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Their mama didn't feel bad. Their mama didn't love them.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching.
Braydon's back. Hello.
I am.
Yeah, he's back. And
then like next week I die in like a horrible like car crash.
Whoa.
And it's like, oh no.
I just do it with my brother.
Knock on wood.
Crazy.
Is this real wood?
I hope so. You're like, this looks like wood. Knock on that. This also, I think this is wood. Anyway, yeah. that does it for the Popping Popcorn podcast, otherwise known as Triple P. Follow us, pop_podcast. If you made it this far, congratulations. Go subscribe to us on YouTube, like, share.
If you made it this far, you probably already are subscribed to us on YouTube. Let's be real.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Well, thanks, you guys. And it's good to be back. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one.